Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford studio for the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. We have the county forced to permit the demolition of Magic Beach Motel. A semi-truck caught fire on I-95. The county launches webpage, nope, not that one, and the school district still offering bonuses for new bus drivers. A little bit of shake-up.
We're not webbing.
A little bit of shake-up in the stores today. All right, we'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Award and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Sound off.
Gosh.
Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, BNS Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. August Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. Support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can find us on YouTube and help us reach our goal of 2,000 subscribers. You can follow us on Rumble. You can send us Facebook stars. We love those. And the app is back and better than ever in the Apple App Store. Download it today. All right. Good morning, everybody. We're here.
Woo! I forgot what day it is. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. We're here. We
It's been
made
a
it.
long day this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
those things.
Been a long week. Yeah.
Long week this day.
Something like that.
One of those two.
I was up way too late last night.
I'm always up way too late.
Back to school stuff. This is getting me.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah.
It is happening.
It's happening. And I can't stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna miss you on Mondays.
I know. I'll miss you guys too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to hold down the ship
I know.
on
Coming on.
Mondays just to get you because I love Mondays.
Yeah.
They're always my favorite.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
Always.
Always.
I should have saved the Starburst for Monday.
Yeah, you should have.
My bad. Blake, how you doing?
That's how he's doing.
I'm doing good.
That is very honest.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're very honest indeed.
The big sigh
Yeah.
said
the
it
house
all.
sitting and then the doggies and the laundry and
and
all the things.
long-
Sorry, Blake.
And then eventually knowing at the end of the week there's gonna be 5 of us in one car and a 5-hour drive.
Yes.
Again?
Yeah.
And we gotta go get the RV.
Everybody's got to go?
Yes.
We're all going.
All right. And for a penny?
He's gotta drive the Atlas back.
I didn't know. I thought it was gonna be
Okay,
a 2-person
volume.
job.
Come on.
I thought it was gonna be a 2-person job.
No.
Not today.
No, I can't leave the family twice in 2 weekends in a row.
That'd be sad.
Not happening.
The Labubu might take over. I don't know.
The Labubu's riding with Blake.
If that gets taken from me in the Atlas, I'm throwing it out of I-26.
Are we sure the Labubu didn't sneak its way into the RV and that caused
It
the
might
whole
have
trip?
created the problem.
All of the Labubus of the trip?
Yeah.
Do we have a question of the day?
We have so many questions today. All right. It is National Wiggle Your Toes Day. So my question of the day is, do you sleep with socks on or socks off? Socks on or socks off? Socks on or socks off?
100% socks off. I cannot sleep with socks on my feet. Not at all. I can't do it. Like, I've been post-op surgeries, like having to fix my body and put it back together, and they had socks on me from the surgery, and I fought through the anesthesia to get the socks off my feet. I can't do it.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's
Yeah.
no good. Can't do it. What about you, Blake?
It socks off for me.
Can't do it.
No.
And I'm clearly a socks off guy. I'm everything off if I could. When I have the house by myself, it's everything. Yeah, no, it's
Confessions on hump
close.
day.
Yeah, hump day. No, I can't. I cannot sleep with socks on, even if it's freezing cold. I can't sleep with socks on.
Foot under the blanket or
Under.
Yeah, same. I can't wear socks, but my feet have to be under the blanket.
Under. Yeah, and I gotta have one shoulder under.
Yeah.
This shoulder. This one can be out.
Okay.
This shoulder.
Very specific.
Yeah.
So what side of the bed do you sleep on then?
Whichever's closest to the door.
You don't have a side of the bed?
Well, I have a side of the bed, which is the one closest to the door. So I mean, at my
That
house,
evolved.
at my house, it's on the left-hand side.
Well, that to be honest though, you kind of do have two sides of the bed. Because you have your because you have your side of the bed, then you have the couch.
I sleep on the couch a lot because Maeve is a Hong Kong Fooey
Yeah.
sleeper.
It's always the smallest one in the bed that will take up the most
Well, and
room.
she's a little heater herself.
Yeah.
And she has to be touching. Usually, she has to be touching both of us, but Rebecca's a stomach sleeper, so it's harder to cuddle with her. So she sleeps on my chest most of the time,
Yeah.
which isn't a horrible thing. I mean,
No.
I love it. I love it, but it just gets a little warm
A
sometimes.
little warm.
Yeah, when you have a little heater on you, and then you have the dogs laying across your feet. So there's really that's why the couch. The
I
couch
could not
wins.
sleep.
The couch wins a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
Couch wins a lot with that. So I try and start in there, and then yeah.
I'm starting to get to that age that women get to where like you start to get those night sweats. And so like if someone touches me, then I'll start to get a night sweat and it'll wake me up and now I'm up for an hour. So we actually got a king size bed because like I couldn't be touched unless I wanted to be touched.
Yeah.
You can't just randomly touch me. If you disturb my sleep and you've got your hot hand on me, this could be any human or animal, then I'm going to go into a hot flash and that's going to ruin my night's sleep. And that is a bummer.
Yeah.
So being pinned on all corners by warm
Happens
things,
pretty much every night.
that would be the end of me.
It pretty
Never
much
sleep
happens
again.
every night. So
I would never sleep again. All right, I got to give you kudos.
okay.
You nailed the rain yesterday.
Oh, it was so like
100%. So let's see if we can keep the streak alive. Now it's time for a quick check of the weather.
all right. Today it's scattered showers, so it's super vague. All right, I can't be wrong. It's Florida, and it's scattered showers today. It's almost like a cold front. The high is only 86.
Only.
Yeah, so keep your socks on.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets, Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music Thursday through Sunday. Open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover. Buckle up, baby. It's a Hit the Blakes traffic report.
Traffic's looking fine.
It is.
Indeed.
That's an interesting angle.
Yes, it is indeed. I guess someone from FDOT wanted to see the shrubbery underneath the bridge.
I guess so. The nights that say me.
And it definitely looks like this is mile marker 318. This is where the semi truck had its little
It's a,
Snuffle.
tire.
that's exactly where it was at.
Yeah,
Right
so
on.
but it was, so it looks like all the debris has been cleared off from yesterday. So thank you to FDOT and whoever towed it away.
Nice. I wonder if that cost them $1,000.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more.
I was actually when I was filming it, I was like, oh, at least I'm not that guy.
Yeah. There was no fire. There was just lack of movement. All right. That traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenient stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. You can sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. All right. sort of hinted at it. Semi-truck on fire in St. Augustine stops traffic on I-95. Traffic came to a standstill Tuesday morning in St. Johns County after a vehicle fire shut down all northbound lanes on I-95 just south of St. Augustine. The Florida Highway Patrol says the fire was first reported at 9:10 a.m. According to St. Johns County Fire Rescue, a mechanical issue caused the truck to catch fire. No injuries have been reported, and the lanes were reopened after 10 a.m. And our very own Troy Blevins and Blake Blevins were right there on site when it happened.
Well, we were returning the car to Enterprise at the Bozard Ford campus. They have an Enterprise right there, Bozard. Very nice one.
Yeah, backside of the quick lane.
Yeah, very nice. And I got great service from Enterprise in South Carolina and here. So a little plug for Enterprise.
Not sponsored, but could be.
Not sponsored, but we're going to talk. But I got there and I was like, oh, crap, I forgot to get gas.
Oh, no.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to get gas. So when I drove by, there was no fire. When I drove back to get to the Circle K, I looked to my right and it's like, and it just went up.
Wow.
And it just went up. And it just went up. And so I was able to turn in there. And I couldn't tell whether or not there was a truck there. It was so engulfed.
Okay.
Like Blake, you were there with me. You couldn't even see the actual truck. All you could see was the backside of where the trailer was at.
Dang.
And it was. I mean, like you can see it right there. You cannot see.
Yeah, you can't
the truck
see the cab at all.
And we didn't know until we talked to the driver, like what had happened, and it actually started in the cab. And he had to pull over and get out. He didn't get it all the way pulled over. He was still in one of the lanes.
Okay.
And couldn't even get it over. He just basically like said, "I'm out of here."
That's terrifying.
And he got out. He was shook. He was a young guy, but he was nice enough to talk to us. But
So here was the FDOT camera, like as soon as the fire rescue put out the fire. So you could definitely tell like he got most of the truck onto the side of the road, but you could tell like the back end was still sticking out in the left lane.
That is so scary. I'm glad he got out safe.
Yeah, no, and he like I said, he was a little shook up. I mean, I'm sure he was like, man, what could I have done different?
Yeah. Dude.
But I was glad everyone was safe. And then fire rescue had a really tough time getting through the traffic.
Oh,
I could hear them the whole time, and like if you go back and watch the video, you can hear the and I was told later those were the tires that were blowing up.
Okay.
So on that
video, I heard
the
explosion.
When you heard that, that was what that was. That was the tires blowing up.
Wow.
So it was pretty. I mean, the timing was so strange because if I don't forget to get gas, I probably don't even see it until I come back outside, and we would have missed that coverage. So
that's wild.
So, and Blake, how did you know? Did you see it on the 904 Now, or did you? Because he was going to Chick-fil-A.
I just saw the black smoke like when I was pulling down the road to go to Bozard.
And then you just saw me already there?
Yeah.
Because he was
so crazy.
He was in line at Chick-fil-A, and I'd already started filming. And then I look up, and Blake's beside me. So
his spidey senses were tingling.
Yeah.
There's a news story afoot. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Right on.
I don't know, and Rebecca asked what he was carrying in the truck. I don't know what was in the truck. It was what Blake, in his research, it was like a logistics thing, so it could have been anything in the truck. But there was definitely, when it got to the back of the truck, there was a sound, like a hissing sound. Whatever the contents was, it made a hissing sound.
Okay.
So I don't know exactly what those contents.
I think the hissing sound was just the water hose hitting the back of the truck like metal.
No. I'm talking about before they even got there.
Before fire rescue,
because the fire got to the back of the truck before they even. I mean, when you were showing that first picture, like if you can go back to that one
with all the flames.
One sec. Ow. Go.
Okay, you can see it's just now getting to the back of the truck, and that's when that black plume went up right there. That's what that was.
Okay.
So that's when it was kind of a grayish, and then it got really dark when it made that hissing sound, and it made that. So I'm not sure exactly what that was. But that's when that really black plume hit, was when it got to the back of where the trailer was at.
Yeah. The video. Ooh. Dang.
Yeah. I realized I was standing in the ash dropout. I was like, oh, I should probably move over.
This is
I don't
not
know
where
what
it should
toxins are coming out of this truck.
100%.
So,
Oh. That is a
but I'm
scary
glad. I'm really
situation.
glad everyone's okay, and you know, it caused some delays, but it sounds like they got it cleaned up pretty fast.
Yeah, it does. All right. Well,
Right.
good job reporting on that.
So,
Weird timing. Be the right place.
very
the right
strange
time.
timing, but it worked out.
All right, St. Johns County commissioners unanimously adopted a new e-bike safety resolution. After a string of serious e-bike crashes involving children, St. Johns County leaders are taking action to promote safety on local roads and sidewalks. A new resolution introduced by County Attorney Richard Commando outlines safety practices for electric bikes, scooters, and other motorized vehicles. Safety is spelled out like an acronym. Here's what it encourages: stay visible, equip all e-bikes with white front lights, red rear light, turn signals, and an audible horn. Avoid accidents, always yield to pedestrians, and take precautions to avoid injury or damage. Far right, ride on the far right of the side of the road if no bike lane is available. Sorry, the far right thing is just means something else in my brain. So right on the far right side of the road if no bike lane is available. Exercise due care. Be cautious on sidewalks and announce your presence when approaching pedestrians as required by law. 10 miles per hour or less. Stick to 10 miles per hour or less on pedestrian paths. Your helmet. Helmets are strongly recommended for all riders. The St. Johns County Sheriff's Office says it's already made contact with over 200 individuals through a community education program and distributed safety materials throughout the county. Looking ahead to the new school year, deputies and St. Johns County schools will team up to bring e-bike safety classes to all 17 middle schools in the district. Commissioner Christian Whitehurst praised the collaboration, saying he's already seen a change. I used to see kids flying around without helmets. Now I see helmets everywhere. I have to believe it's the result of the good work being done, Whitehurst said. The goals: safer streets, smarter riders, and fewer accidents involving young people. All right. Thoughts? We've talked about e-bikes a lot. What are your thoughts on these?
It's
protocols?
not enforceable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's nice to have and to hold it against your kids and say, look, here's the rules.
Yep.
You have to do it. It's not me, it's you.
Here's a haiku on a sticker. Be
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not enforceable. And,
Yeah.
and you know, did it say it had to have turn signals?
They want all e-bikes equipped with white front lights, red rear lights, turn signals, and an audible horn.
E-bikes don't have turn signals.
I mean, aren't you supposed to learn hand signals? For
Yeah,
turn?
you learn hand signals,
Yeah.
but e-bikes don't have turn signals.
Where would you even put it?
I don't
On
know.
the handlebars?
I have no idea what they're thinking with the turn signals.
Get those little tap lights
And
and,
the 10
zip tie them
And
to
the 10,
it.
10 miles an hour is not going to work either. I mean, these kids are going to get on that pedestrian and and just go. They're going to hold down their
Yeah.
little trigger there and go. So the 10 miles an hour isn't going to work either.
My grandfather used to say that locks keep out the law abiding, and this seems kind of like one of those, $5 locks you get at Dollar Tree. Like,
Yeah.
good people will follow the rules and adopt the recommendations, or safe people will. The safe people probably aren't the ones that we need to enact change with. It's the rest of the riders who are being less safe and less careful, and I doubt that a haiku is going to help them.
That's exactly it. And it's you did your part. That's pretty much what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're just they're CYA. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
So
I
we
mean,
spend a whole lot of time. That's a whole lot of time on something that's not going to work. Parents, like when the sheriff was in here,
Mhm.
the parents have to take responsibility
the
on
onus is
the
on
actions of their children at this point.
Yeah, and definitely like this resolution is definitely like a lot less like enforceable, like a lot less stricter than what was like originally proposed, because apparently in the original resolution in the original ordinance. One of the rules that was proposed was that they can only be one person on e-bike, so that wouldn't affect like a lot of like parents taking their kids to school.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So no, I mean I think they're trying to do what they can do, but this one it falls on the parents.
Yeah.
So
100%. I mean, the only way that you're going to stop e-bike crashes with children is to stop children from having access to e-bikes.
Mhm.
That's about it. All right, Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We have the Sunoco on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.84. Owens on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.89. The Sunoco at $2.40. South Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.89. Shell at 146 King Street is at $2.89. Shell on North Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $2.95. Gate at US 1 North is $3.16. Gate on Mizell Road is $3.19. Circle K on US 1 North is $3.19. Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard is at $3.19. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevard is also $2.19. That Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved ones out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. They are at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245. Got live music today. Jim Lamb's at Milltop Tavern at noon. Smoke and Joe Showers at Tradewinds Lounge at 1 o'clock. Brandon Norick is at Pierre's Pub at 1 o'clock. Reggie Starrett's at Milltop Taverns at 4:30. Got Vinny Jacobs at Guy Harvey Resort at 5 o'clock. The Carpetbaggers are at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5 o'clock. Mark Hart is at Tradewinds Lounge at 5 o'clock. Baby Gray's at Michael's at 6 o'clock. Kevin Cunningham's at Old Coast Ales at 6 o'clock. And Claremont Duo is at Pierre's Pub at 6 o'clock. That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction. Voted best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. All right, we've got trends.
Trending
With Troy.
Terrific.
So, zoos. We've talked a lot about zoos and aquariums.
Zoos.
People have various ideas about whether or not zoos and aquariums should exist. I just want to remind people at all times how Americans feel like animals should be treated and housed is very different than how people around the world believe that animals should be housed and cared for. And a Danish zoo has gone viral for its unusual request.
Okay.
They have put out calls to local residents that if they have any unwanted pets, they can donate them to the zoo to be gently euthanized and fed
Become food.
to the predators.
Become food. Yeah, preying predators.
I don't know that this is going to help us with the marketing for zoos.
Danish
I
zoos.
just can't believe, like, Danes. You think Danes, like tulips and windmills and wooden shoes and happy people. And they're like, oh, by the way, if Fido's getting old, drop him off to the zoo and we'll feed him to the lion.
Yeah, this one doesn't sound like Blue. I won't do this to you, I promise.
Donated pets will be gently euthanized by trained staff and then used as fodder to take care of the well-being of predators, says
I mean, it actually sounds, it sounds cold and callous, but I mean,
you come from farm life.
Yeah.
It is the circle of life.
It is. So, I mean, obviously don't don't euthanize a very healthy animal, but yeah, I mean, it's this one's a rough one.
I mean, it's a sustainable practice.
Yeah.
If you get to the point that you're like, might be time for the pet to go. I mean, so this kind of goes out to like end of life plans.
Going to send them to the zoo instead of send them to the farm.
Yeah, they're not going to the farm anymore. So end of life planning, people make these like tree urns where they want their body to be put into a tree urn with a seed, and then their body feeds the tree, and then that's how they become like, I don't know, pass on their energy. You have people that want Viking funerals, and in Colorado,
would want a Viking funeral.
You can have a Viking funeral in Colorado. It's legal in Colorado, but only in Colorado. Yeah. I mean, I think it should come to Florida. How is it not legal in Florida?
I mean, I think that's the coolest, but I don't really want, I mean, I can tell you, now it's on tape. I want to be cremated. Okay. If you cremate me in the Viking style, badass, you guys have a great time cooking me. I'm completely okay with that. But I want you.
How do we pick who shoots the arrow?
I'm pretty sure everyone can. I think and no one will know who actually lit me on fire. So, I mean, just let them fly.
I mean, put them on a raft with a bunch of dry Christmas trees. You'll be gone in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, if we can't do the Viking funeral, cremate me and then flat stand me wherever you guys go and just spread me out a little bit everywhere.
Right on.
So I'm good with it.
Very cool.
When I'm gone, I'm gone.
I have a friend that's what her parents' wishes were, to be cremated, and that's what she did. She took them around with her on family vacations, and she sprinkled them around. It's actually,
Blake, would that creep you out if you had to take me on vacation with you? I should ask that question of the people I love before I say,
probably.
Hey, dude, would that creep you out? Or
if it creeps them out, we can put it out to the audience. They can take you around.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, Flat Stanley went everywhere, so just Flat Stanley me. So,
Blake, would that creep you out?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, you don't have to. I guess who's not carrying me with him?
So my question is,
I don't want to go to the Rolex anyway, Blake. So,
is going to the zoo the Viking funeral of the household pet?
I think if you build it up, you can make it work.
It's all about the marketing.
It's all about the push.
All right.
It's all about the marketing, 100%. So
yeah, that's interesting news out of the land of the Danes. End of life planning for your pets just got a little more wild.
Yep.
All right.
Rebecca said you are going on vacation. That's if you outlive me, Rebecca.
And if you remember to pack him.
Yeah.
We forgot Troy. Take it. All right, moving back into the news. St. Johns County forced to permit demolition of iconic 1950s motel due to coastal legislation. A Volcano Beach icon will soon be no more. The Magic Beach Motel, a beloved coastal landmark since 1951, is officially set to be demolished later this year, despite opposition from local preservationists. St. Johns County confirmed Monday that it must issue a demolition permit under the state's new Resiliency and Safe Structures Act, which overrides local historic preservation protections. Because the property sits seaward of the coastal construction control line, state law prohibits the county from blocking or restricting demolition, as long as public safety isn't at risk and permitting requirements are met. The motel's owner submitted the necessary documentation, including a cultural resource management plan, to document and preserve elements of the building's history and architecture. This comes just a week after the Cultural Resource Review Board unanimously recommended denying the plan, saying it failed to properly account for the motel's historic status. The CRRB chair, Leslie Keys, says, "I do not believe the reports address the fact that it is a historic building and that it has a different set of standards to be addressed. Developer plans call for replacing the motel with 2 buildings containing 10 condominiums each, along with ground floor retail. The owner says the current motel is running an estimated $1.7 million annual loss, citing high maintenance and insurance costs. Owner Taha Patel previously called it a business viability situation. Demolition is expected to begin later this year. The county officials pledging to ensure the process meets all safety, environmental, and construction standards. All right, we've talked about the Magic Beach Motel a few times.
Yeah. I said they were going to lose in mediation anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, I appreciate, I'm a trustee on the St. Augustine Historic Board. So don't think I don't appreciate history. I love history, and you guys know with my Stoidum stats and everything how much I enjoy history and love history. But this hotel was going to get torn down.
Yeah.
Whether it went through the courts and then the county had to pay for all the other stuff that they made this owner go through.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, you weren't saving this hotel at this point.
Yeah.
Because and if it was viable as a business, it would already have stayed open and he would not have went through this hassle. And to be very clear, I don't know this Mr. Patel. Okay. I have no relationship with this. It's not the hotel that's associated with the ones I'm associated with, and it has nothing to do with it being a hotel and it becoming a condominium as a developer. But we were going to lose this battle, and I said it months ago that I knew what the result was going to be. I've seen it too many times. It was going to be lost in mediation if they didn't find the coastal line there.
Yeah.
So I'm
the Coastal Construction Control Line.
The CCL.
Seaward of the Coastal Construction Control Line. Is this legislation that happened after that condominium collapse? This is fairly new legislation, isn't it?
I think it's been cleaned up, but it's always had something there.
Okay.
So it's always had, and the coastal control line is, it's comes into a lot of people's properties. There's a lot of people that are seaward of the coastal control line.
Especially in Ponte Vedra Beach, I would think.
Yeah. The north, Volano area, South Ponte Vedra. And I mean, even if you get further down, there's some houses that sit inside the CCL. So it was going to happen. I know a lot of people have a lot of emotions about this hotel, and there was plenty of opportunity. This hotel has been for sale several different times. You felt that strongly about it.
Yeah,
you could have saved it, but I don't know if I don't know if he's really losing $1.7 million. I don't see how that's possible.
All right, I have the map up of the coastal construction line, and you can see like where the line is. It directly splits the Magic Beach Motel.
Yeah, it's well inside. There's a lot of properties on that side of that red line. So, so it's not unusual to have properties on the seaward side of the coastal line. So, but it's like I said, it's a struggle for people that like Miss Dr. Keys, who worked on it and tried to save it, but it's one of those things that you're pushing that rock up the hill, and sometimes the rock still gets away from you.
And I mean, this sucks. It's a hit for local character and local lore. But if it's not sustainable, it's not sustainable.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like I said, you can continue the fight as long as you want to do it, but you're going to lose this fight, and it's going to cost a lot of money and still end up with the same result.
Yeah. Alrighty. St. Johns County offering $5,000 sign-on bonus, increased pay to new school bus drivers. With less than a week to go before students head back to class in St. Johns County, a critical question remains. How will they get there if no one's behind the wheel? Because I do hear the wheels on the bus. They do go round and round. The St. Johns County School District is offering new benefits and big incentives to attract school bus drivers as it prepares to launch 13 new routes this month with 16 newly hired drivers. Assistant Director of Transportation Phil Rizzo says many current drivers come from all backgrounds, from retail and corporate workers to former firefighters and law enforcement. And if you are a working parent looking for a schedule that lines up with your child's school day, this may just be the job for you. Aline Camplio, a longtime district driver and CDL trainer, says don't be intimidated by the size of the bus. If you can drive a car, you can drive a bus too, Kemplio said, noting that paid training takes just 2 to 3 weeks. Applicants must meet several requirements: a valid U.S. driver's license, a clean driving record with 5 consecutive years of driving experience, a background check, drug screening, and a physical exam. And thanks to a voter-approved tax millage, new hires now receive a $4 per hour raise, sign-on bonuses up to $5,000, expanded benefits including medical, dental, and vision, and enrollment in the Florida State Retirement System. Despite the progress, the district says it will still be short-staffed as the 2025-2026 school year begins, but hopes to significantly boost hiring by November. To help with recruiting, the district also hosts Come Drive the Bus with Us events, where interested applicants can test drive a bus on a private track. For those ready to make a difference behind the wheel, applications are available now through the school district. Would you ever become a bus driver?
I would.
It seems like it could be a fun job.
I would. I'd be that grumpy one too.
Yeah.
Miss Saxon was my bus driver, so I'd be just like Miss Saxon. Sit down, kids. So
I had cool bus drivers.
yeah, no, I have Miss Saxon. I just rode the bus. The elementary school I went to, I rode my bike to school, and then the high school literally was right there.
Yeah.
So I would drive to school if I woke up on time. If I was late, I'd walk. It was that close.
Yeah.
But in 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade, I rode the bus, and same bus driver, and the entire time I had to sit. I got in trouble literally the first day. And for 3 years, I had to sit directly behind Miss Saxon. We became friends.
Yeah.
You know,
as you do.
Because I'm going to chat it up.
Of course.
I'm going to chat it up with her. And she eventually liked me. At one point, she said, you know, you can just go back. I was like, no, but this is my seat.
Yeah.
I have my own seat. I have my own seat. So, no, I had a kid in 7th grade, like literally the first day, he was kind of picking on another kid. So I took his shoes from him. And he said, you wouldn't throw them out.
Don't dare me.
And he had to walk like a half a mile back to go get his shoes.
Yeah.
And then he didn't tell me, somebody else did, and I don't know who told on me. So, but it wasn't him. I knew
Confessions in the comments section.
I knew it wasn't him because he knew he screwed up when he told me, you're not going to do it. Yeah, no, that's probably not the best thing to say to me.
Yeah, that's not the best thing to say to me either.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm not going to do something.
Yeah, but I got my bus driver license when I was 18.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I and coming back from the Dayton skating rink with a busload of kids, I clipped a mailbox, or not a mailbox. I clipped a stop sign.
Okay.
And the kids like, Joy. Too late.
It's done now.
Yeah. I know exactly. It was on Euclid Avenue in DeLand. I'm sure they replaced it quickly.
Clearly, you didn't need 5 years driving experience at that point. If you're 18.
No, you didn't. No, I mean, you didn't even have to take a driver's test to get your chauffeur's license.
That's funny.
So
clean driving record with 5 consecutive years of driving experience.
I'm glad they have that in there.
Consecutive, though. My question is consecutive.
Yeah.
Like, you can't drive for 2 years, have your license taken away, and then, like, earn it back 10 years later and drive for 3 years.
No, I think it has to be consecutive.
No.
So.
All right. Clean driving record, 5 consecutive years. All right. I think that could be a fun retirement plan, is being a school bus driver.
Yeah. No. I mean, I could get on board with that. So.
Especially since you wake up so early.
Yeah. No, it's that's not a problem at all. I would still have to have 3 other jobs because I don't think that would keep my brain going.
Yeah. Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
On this Wednesday, Wire and Wiley, I will wiggle my way through the wondrous world of the waking watchers.
All right.
Wow.
That wondrous wiggle is brought to you by BNS Signs. Want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family-owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high-quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your signs looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. Also brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. Awesome. Troy, give us the comments report.
All right, couple things. Tim was not present today for the gas report, so
No gas
we're gonna
prices?
have to check on Tardy Tim.
Tardy Tim.
And parents being parents. What a unique concept.
Yeah.
People are
Groundbreaking.
clearly socks off.
Yes.
Clearly socks off.
I think that's a
And
Florida thing.
the owner of the Magic Beach was a California person. And someone said, well, that might take the sting off if they're local. But a local person would have already seen the controversy and stayed away
Yeah,
from it.
they would have walked away.
So, I mean, it's already been one of those things, and you don't want that stigma stuck on you. But from California, he probably was like,
You don't care.
okay, we got this.
Make them mad, they'll stop crying in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they love to be in the courts in California.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
And what is considered, pushback and judicial action here is nothing compared to what they put up with in California to tear something down and rebuild it.
yeah,
It's
even though
crazy.
people are complaining about the size of our city now and the people that are here, we're still a small town.
We are.
So it just, people have eyes on you.
Yeah, all the time.
Believe me.
Do we have a Stoidum stat?
The Stoidum stat today is this is a day that changed the entire world forever.
Okay.
Okay. This is Hiroshima Day.
Wow.
So this is the day nuclear weapon was first used in warfare, and it was 1945 when the bomb went off. 80,000 people immediately lost their lives, and then by the end of the year, another 60,000.
That's wild.
So it's just incredible the impact of that. But I understand why Truman had to do what he did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would have had the ability or the strength to say, yes, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
I just don't think, but I don't think the Japanese were going to stop unless this actually happened.
Yeah.
They just weren't, their mindset was, this is how it has to be.
Yeah.
And I just don't think they would have stopped if it wasn't for this. So.
Well, yeah, their stated course of action was that they wouldn't. And there were people found in the jungles in my lifetime that were so cut off they didn't know that the war had ended.
Yeah,
and
in the Pacific and on islands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were still very, very actively combating anyone that came near them as a result of them thinking that the war was still going on.
Yeah, they lived isolated for decades.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's Stoidum Stat brought to you by St. August Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Riberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today. Do we have plugs, Troy?
We do have plugs, and Jim actually made a great statement about demo in the Magic Beach has more drama than the actual TV show that it was there. But and that TV show was so brief, by the way.
What was that TV show?
It was I think it was called the Magic Beach Hotel. It was there for I think it was on for 2 seasons. I think it was on like the WB or one of those.
Can you even stream it?
Probably can. So probably can. But plugs tonight. We're doing Wager Wire on Bollocks.
Yep.
Lenny and I will have some more battles back and forth on our opinions.
No.
Yeah. And somehow I used to be the guy on the left, and now I'm the guy on the right, which is really interesting.
How does that feel for you?
No, I'm still a moderate.
It's exhausting, isn't
I'm
it?
still a moderate. It's just you people that are too far out either way.
Being the conservative in the
If you
room is
were-
exhausting.
If you would have been on the show,
Uh-huh.
I would have been probably on the left on the arguments with you. So
Yeah,
we
probably.
there's stuff Lenny and I agree on, and then there's stuff we don't agree on, and so being in that middle, I have arguments on both sides.
Yeah.
So
you can't stop fighting.
No, but it makes for the good show. So tune in tonight for Bollocks. It's going to be a fun show always.
And shout out to Lenny because he shimmed up our microphone. This microphone's had an issue for a long time, and he brought in shims.
Yeah, he double shimmed it.
Double shimmed it, so the microphone's a little more stable.
Now, if we can just get Lenny to keep the microphone under his chin.
I can't change that.
It's in his armpit a lot of times.
I talked him through the logistics of what we need for the microphone, but I can't change that. Do you have any plugs for us, Blake? Nope. All right. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe to YouTube, and Rumble. Bollocks tonight. See y'all tomorrow.
Bye.